The Paso County Sheriff's Office Regional Communications Center received a report of a shooting outside the King Soopers on Baptist Road in Monument, Colorado. According to the caller, a male walked up to a vehicle in the parking lot and opened fire on the vehicle. Monument Police Department officers and El Paso County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to the scene. When they arrived, they found a deceased female inside the vehicle. At the request of the Monument Police Department, the El Paso County Sheriff's Office Investigations Division will now lead the investigation. We believe this to be an isolated incident and there's no further danger to the community. Anyone with information related to this incident is asked to call the Sheriff's Office at 719-390-5555. This is an ongoing investigation and further information will be released when it's available. At this time, is there any questions I can try to answer?
Yeah, you said 2:20 in the first part. Was it 12:20?
I'm sorry, 12:20 in the afternoon.
Okay, thank you.
The suspect and the victim know each other?
We're still working to determine how they knew each other, but we don't believe there's any threat at this time.
What's the status of the victim?
The victim is deceased.
Was he captured or is he still on the loose?
That's something we're still working on and I can't disclose at this time.
Whether or not you have him?
I can't provide any information as to the investigation and where it's going. We can't confirm those details, sir.
Is there anyone else in the vehicle?
At this time, we're only aware of one individual inside the vehicle.
What's kind of next for your investigation? Obviously, this entire parking lot over here is closed. How long are you guys going to be here? What's next for you guys?
Typically, these investigations will take several hours. Obviously, we have information that we're following up on, but we're going to start with the scene here. We're going to have the Metro Crime Lab come out and process the scene, and as of right now, we have detectives from our office, officers from Monument Police Department are conducting interviews. At that point, we'll go forward with the information we have. We are looking for video of the incident and trying to download that video, so that's something we're working on at this time. Obviously, this is very recent in the day, and we don't have a lot of that to be able to provide to you guys right now.
Sergeant, you said a caller reported someone walked up to a car and fired shots into the car. Why is the crime scene so big if it seems the incident at least was reported in a small area?
The way that we look at things is we like to go further out than the crime scene so we can protect the integrity of it. We don't want people walking up and getting too close and inadvertently putting their evidence into the crime scene and, for the lack of a better word, tainting it. So we try to make it a very large scene in case we need to expand it at a later time. When we arrive, it's usually a pretty rapid situation. There's a lot of information, and we're unaware of where there might be evidence, so a lot of times we go further than we should just to preserve whatever evidence could be there.
And as of right now, it's safe for people to continue shopping at this King Soopers and any of the area shops surrounding it?
Yes, besides obviously the officers working out here in the parking lot, we don't believe there's any threat to this community at this time.
Did the store close at all for a brief period of time?
I'm unaware of that. You'd have to ask the King Soopers.
You know, anytime we hear of a shooting at a grocery store, especially in Colorado, that can be quite traumatizing. Can you talk about just how serious this can be for the community in general?
I think anytime we have an incident like this where it's obviously in the broad daylight and in the public, it's very dangerous and it's very unnerving for the public. We just want to keep reminding them that at this time we don't have any information that would allude to a further threat to the community. But we obviously understand this is a very big deal to the community. It's very touching to everybody involved. Deputies and officers responded very quickly. There was no further threat, and obviously we consider this to be an isolated incident.
How long did it take the officers to arrive on scene?
I don't have that time on me, sir. I didn't research that information. I know it was very quickly to when the call came in, but I can't get an exact time.
Is there a description of the suspect of the vehicle or vehicle?
That's not something we're able to share at this time. Obviously, we're still conducting an investigation into what happened, and those are leads that we're following up on.
Were there multiple witnesses?
I can't say to a number, an exact number.
Yeah.
And these type of situations, when detectives arrive, they're going to talk to numerous people, whether or not they witnessed it or not, because there's a lot of people that are shopping and a lot of people that are in the parking lot, so you don't know who saw what. So I can't say exactly how many people witnessed it until we interview all those people.
Can you say how many shots were fired?
We don't have that at this time. That's something that our crime scene technicians are going to come in and process. Until they're here and able to process it, we won't know the exact number or the type of weapon that was used.
Understood. One more question. Are you guys going to release, you probably won't know it now, but would the individual that committed the act, would he have, or does he or she have a concealed weapons permit in the state of Colorado?
Obviously, until we figure out who did this and have that information, we can't answer that question, so it'd be speculation or misinformation at this time.
Understood.
Anything you'd like to add for us before we go?
No, not at this time.
Thank you so much, Kurt.
Yeah.